A sexual abuse case in Alabama is now prompting state lawmakers to take a closer look at the death penalty and whether it should be used for sex crimes against children.
The alleged sex trafficking operation took place in Bibb County. 7 people have been arrested, and there are multiple children believed to be victims. This afternoon, the sheriff of Bibb County and the attorney general and several lawmakers held a news conference vowing to make some changes in the law.
Some lawmakers call it a reignited push for the death penalty, and it's an option they believe should be put on the table. WSFA 12 News political correspondent Jessica Umbro is in our Capitol studio. Jessica, you were at a news conference today. What did lawmakers say? Why did they say this was the time for this legislation?
Well, last legislative session, Republican Representative Matt Simpson filed a similar bill, which passed out of the House but did not get a vote in the Senate. He says the case out of Bibb County is a situation that he would have wanted this change to be used for. But since it can't be used retroactively, he says the next best thing is passing the law so the death penalty is an option for future cases.
When you have situations like what happened in Bibb County, that would be up to the Bibb County prosecutor, but this would be a tool that they would have in their belt that they could if they decided to use that.
Representative Simpson is planning to file a bill in the Alabama House, which would make those convicted of rape or sodomy of a child 12 years old or younger eligible to get the death penalty. Republican Senator April Weaver, who represents Bibb County, says she'll be filing a bill in the Senate.
I defy anyone, anywhere, with any conscience or any sense of morals to look at this case and others like it and argue that the death penalty is not appropriate.
Attorney General Steve Marshall said in his 25 years as a prosecutor, the case out of Bibb County is the worst that he's ever seen. In 2008, the Supreme Court ruled that the death penalty can only be used in cases involving the loss of life. But Simpson and Weaver say they think that they have the momentum to change that, saying that a handful of other states have passed similar laws, which they say could put pressure on the Supreme Court to reconsider. At the press conference, Bibb County Sheriff Jody Wade said he backs the effort.
As we work to give a voice to these victims that haven't been able to have their say as of yet, we just want to take time out to come here and voice our support for this legislation.
During that press conference, I asked Representative Simpson about if Alabama's legal system could handle additional death penalty cases, which typically see multiple rounds of appeals before a death sentence is carried out. He said he does think the system can handle it, and he said it's what's necessary to prevent these cases from happening in the future. Mark?
All right, we'll see, Jessica. Thank you. The 2026 legislative session starts in January. Representative Simpson and Senator Weaver say they're looking forward to getting additional co-sponsors for their legislation, and before then, to help push the bill on to the governor's desk.